Yeah, no. Yeah, but I had this dude, right, man, like earlier, he was like, yo, man, he's like, why, how you get this, how you get this following, why these people that are kind of big following you, man? Like, what's up, man? He was like, yo, where you from? You know what I mean? What's your story? And I was just like, bro, man, um, just being a high value individual, you know what I'm talking about? Just being able to add value wherever you at, and just and people just know that I could do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? Because I prove it every day. If I want to do a 6 cam podcast, I can set it up and run it on my own while I'm in the podcast. If I want to be a photographer, if I wanted to be a rapper, whatever I wanted to do, bro, hold my own studio, man, I could do it. You know what I'm talking about? And I just keep doing that, meeting people along the way, and people just get curious about like what you doing. Like, bro, what is he doing next? Because we know whenever he picks up something, he's gonna take off. So I was telling people that the other day, bro. No matter where you at, or who you with, or what you doing, don't be so goddamn selfish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Add some value somehow to the situation because people are gonna want to be around you more. People are gonna want to use you more. People are gonna follow you more. Man, people are gonna just resonate with you more. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny. You touched so many points just now, so it's kind of hard to go back and whatnot. I didn't smoke
nah.
me some. Me, you hear me?
Yeah.
But I got my little drink. But now just going back to like your original point about being able to do things, right? Like I feel personally like when you able to challenge yourself and to know your own limits, but to really, really challenge yourself with so many things and not be stuck on one thing or one mindset or different thing. You know what I'm saying? And you really push yourself to get knowledge, to have experiences. I feel like your high value energy will speak for itself, right? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is on a spiritual kick right now, and everybody, is saying that they're protecting their energy and staying away from certain things. But I personally feel like it's because it's something that happened. You wasn't practicing this before, whatever you just went through. Now all of a sudden you spiritual and you protecting your energy because you tired of the same repetitions. But you know what I mean? When you have high value energy, you these things don't phase you. Yeah, I mean, do you agree with that? Like, not everything that phases people phases me. I know me and you have conversations about this all the time, but like, tell me what you think about that.
And we be like, what you mean? Just like letting stuff phase you?
Yeah, in terms of like how we protect our energy,
Well, first off, we don't attack situations the same way everybody else attack them. And I'm not
that's what I
saying
was trying to
everybody in
say.
general. In general, it's like, bro, we attack the solution. You know what I mean? A lot of people so
You know,
focused
look
on
at
they so focused on the problem they can't get to the solution, and that's what makes us different. That's what gives us value. It's like, okay, oh, your tire's flat on your car. I don't know what to do. The tire's flat. Man, it's just tire's flat. We could have been at home if this tire wasn't flat. And all you hear is about the tire being flat.
mm-hmm,
But you ain't nobody focusing on, yo, let's get the tire
the
on.
solution, right?
You know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
who got AAA, who don't. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you could do to get out of that situation, most people so focused on the problem that it takes them away from adding value to their environment and adding value to the people around them. So
I mean, that's
yeah,
one way of looking at it. I was more so talking about the people that, you know, me getting a flat tire might have been different for somebody else getting a flat tire.
no
They
facts.
might have had AAA or they might have called their dad or uncle or whoever you know what I mean? So they
Right.
might not have had to think something through. I feel like when you have experiences, all your experiences in life not gonna be good experiences. You ain't gonna like most of them. But those are the strongest and the most important ones. It's the ones you trying to forget.
The
You know what I
ones the
mean?
ones you should have learned about. You know what I'm saying? You should
Those are
have
the
learned
ones that
from.
those are the ones that teach you. It's funny to know that there are adults out here our age that haven't even scratched certain surfaces of life or the things that could come, the trials and tribulations, because they've protected themselves from so much. And what does that really do for your energy? you not radiant. You know
Oh,
what I mean? Your
yeah.
energy is impulsing. You
You
know,
shelter.
when we talk
You
about
said
we talk
you
about
sheltering
I drink to that.
it. No facts, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people when they say protect your energy, I mean that's something big that I've been confused on because protection is so violent. But for the most part, I think when you're trying to protect your energy, you're trying to hide it from something. You know what I'm saying? You're not attacking your problems like we were just talking about. I mean, or attacking the solution. You're attacking your problems by hiding from them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, you right, man.
I mean,
Sometimes,
we are human. We are gonna go. You know, something hit you in the face. It might take you a little bit to to get to it and to be motivated. It might
right?
break you at first. But that's a part of the process. That's a part of the humbleness. As far as like when it comes to like you made a comment about you able to put together six six cameras and do this, you able to do that. How much willpower it takes to do that. You
Facts.
know what I mean?
I could have
And
easily
I've
gave up.
learned that not a lot of people have the same ambitions as me, but they do later, right? Or there's different things that come from preserving your energy for too long. You get what I mean?
Right. But I mean, even then, like, I mean, it's different ways to skin a cat. You ain't gotta have our type of energy. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And still be, you can have a different way. Maybe you're not good at getting everything done. Maybe you can't set up anything, but you're really good at organizing it. You know what I mean? It's a hell of different ways to. I mean, I'm just proud of myself for being able to do whatever I want. I just called you on the phone and told you I just fixed my garbage disposal after that joint was locked. I didn't fix the garbage disposal 100 times. It was never this
Yeah,
bad. I was
yeah,
like, bro, I could fix anything, man. You know what I'm talking
and
about?
right.
That like not a lot of people take pride in that. A lot of people take pride in it. It's all about the
A lot of
results at the
people
end of
don't.
the day.
A lot of people don't even try.
They don't try.
You just said it right there. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even try. You know what I mean? There's some things I'm good at doing, some things I'm not good at doing, but I at least I attempt it. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah.
Like you seen today, bro. I told you I was getting ready to pay somebody to do something I could have
Yeah.
just spent a couple hours on
But
and did
I
myself.
told you you could do it. Just because don't get me wrong. When you get to a certain situation, like a certain place in life where you don't gotta do too much. You could pay for it here. Hey, I'm gonna pay to get my oil change. I'm gonna pay to get my car wash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pay to get my hair cut. You know what I'm saying?
right.
A lot of this stuff that we got, like this, do it to it attitude. It came from struggling, bro. It came
Yeah.
from, bro. I can't get a haircut because I don't have
We
the bread
spoiled.
for it.
If you look at it like
I gotta change my own oil. I gotta learn how to do it because it costs too much. You know what I'm saying?
that.
So a lot of this came from the struggle. That's the reason why we are the way we are today, man. We struggled a lot growing up, man, and we did it
But
the hard way, bro.
yeah.
The
I remember we
hard
didn't even
way.
have I didn't even bro, I didn't even have a cell phone until probably my sophomore year
Yeah.
in high school. I think that's why I got my first cell phone.
Bro, but you know how
Kids
I
got
got
cell
it?
phones now, bro. Kids
I
got
was
cell phones now
I was
at
working this
6.
I was working.
Bro.
So we was still struggling, bro, even though we got it. Man, so like you was talking about high value energy, man, and how important that is. When you light up a room, man, can you describe how high value energy is just pivotal to, like, for one, not only your success with women, but your success in general with people.
You know, it's funny, man. I learned very long ago to make the best out of any situation, right? Because the more energy you put into not having a good time or not liking the environment or the people that's there, right? You're putting too much energy into those thoughts. So I kind of learned early to if I can't change the situation right then, guess what? I'm stuck in. then I gotta get through it. You know what I mean? So in terms of me, like actually going out to like clubs and stuff like that, man, I find one of the best. I'll tell you like this: the most powerful weapon you have is your tongue,
Facts.
your vernacular. That's the most powerful weapon you got. That's the first weapon you start out with before you get to go into X, Y, and Z. It
And
starts off with a verbal.
I ain't gonna lie.
It starts off with a verbal altercation, right? Sometimes altercations go good, sometimes they go left. Somebody got bested in that verbal altercation, right? So you gotta get out here, you gotta talk to people, you know. And I didn't always find that to be easy to do. I was way ahead of my peers, so I had to get over that. You know what I mean? And the way I got over it was I'm forced to be in classes and stuff like that with older people, so I got to talk to them. You know, so the confidence is not necessarily a confidence. I mean, it is, but it's more so like a, a skill you need to have. No different than going to a job interview and you don't got your ID with you. It's just a skill you got to have is being able to speak because the weak get walked on. You know what I mean? So you go to a place and you don't know people and it's supposed to be a good time. We go into a bar. That means there's going to be drinks there, happy people. If there's people there, that means they want to be there. You know what I mean? So, you know, you use certain things into your favor and you just go with the flow. But if you're one of those type of people, you afraid about what somebody gonna think of you, or you're too busy tripped out on not liking somebody for any little reason. So I don't like taking women everywhere. They're complete, but listen,
They focus on the problem, cuz.
oh my, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you be like, I could have left you the fuck at home, man.
How you bring
You
that
could have
back? I
got
like
left.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some of y'all niggas need to tell y'all women, shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with telling your girl to shut the fuck up, bro. Nothing wrong with this. And women, it's nothing wrong with your man telling you to shut the fuck up.
Right. You
You know
probably
what I'm
tell him
saying?
to shut the fuck up all the time.
No, there is nothing wrong with a little bit of straightening, man. I like to argue butt naked. I don't know about you.
Facts. Yo, facts. 100%. No, but for real, yo, like, you know what I mean? It's just friendly. I mean, if you got a relationship with somebody, you could tell somebody some shit. Like I would just walk up to some random person and just say, "Shut the fuck up." You know what I mean?
No, I mean I'm talking about people that's in relationships
I,
or
I'm
been
s-
dealing with
I,
each other.
relationships, period, in general. Yo, I was just having this conversation with somebody the other day. Relationships are more like, bro. Relationships are just your relationships between two people. That's all it is. But go ahead, or between an environment.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. I don't think I'm in a relationship with everybody. For
I'm in a
instance,
relationship with you.
yeah, but that's because of the time and the work we put into this. We didn't
Right.
we didn't we didn't always give our relationship what we give it now.
Doesn't matter. We're still in a relationship.
But what I'm saying is if I walk into a room right now with some people I don't know, I'm not in a relationship with none of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You understand that?
But if say
We
you met that one person at a Coca-Cola restaurant that served hot
got a
dogs and
Coca-Cola
hamburgers.
restaurant.
Yo, Coca-Cola restaurant that serves hot dogs and hamburgers, and that motherfucker said hi to you, and maybe you said hi back. Y'all have a relationship. It might not be as
Depends.
strong as a relationship with you having an intimate relationship with the female
So he ate the
or a
glizzy.
friendship, but it is a relationship that you have built. It's no matter how minuscule it is. Could be a
No,
bus driver you say hi to every day.
that's energies being in the same room. See,
Yeah,
people got to stop taking everything as if, oh, I'm in this room with all of these people. I was supposed to be here. No, sometimes you wasn't.
right,
You just got to get through it.
right.
No, I'm not. I'm in passing. I
But
don't
but
even want
but listen,
I don't even. The
I
reason I
hear
said
that. No, I hear exactly what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say,
hold on. The reason
imagine you're in a room with people, right? And you only interact with a few people in those rooms. The other people that you never interacted with, you don't have a relationship with them at all.
nah, I mean,
You could
No.
build one if you accidentally stumbled upon it, or you got introduced to that person. But once you have an instance, once I see a bartender and I ask her for some information
Oh
to,
yeah.
yeah, that exchange
What's
of
the drink
information,
specials? It can be real quick like that too. What's the drink specials here?
right?
Oh, tonight we got this, and this. That's right there.
That's a
Boom. Bond.
relationship. I'm
What's
your
a bond?
customer. You're the
Yeah.
bartender. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
relationship could build and be like,
That
oh,
quick bond. Yeah, that quick
I'm
bond.
your bartender, but you're a really good customer. So this is some, you know what I mean? And then that relationship builds and builds and builds. But it
Yeah.
always
That's where the
starts
trust.
with
That's
that
where the trust factor starts.
right. But it starts with that individual interaction. Because if you never have an interaction, you can't build a relationship, and you can't start a relationship without an individual reaction.
Yeah.
This is some science shit that nobody even talks about, but we gonna talk about it. You know what
Yeah.
I
Go.
mean?
Yeah. Nah. I mean,
That shit
I get
fire,
it.
right?
No. I mean, if you, I don't know how you are about certain things, but I always go off of a certain philosophy that I personally have for myself. If I have to
Ooh,
think too much about it, it's not for me.
okay.
Now, some people have a different way that they go about it. Like they have to break everything down into a specific da 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 da. They have to know every single intangible and every
Yeah,
single algebraic. So I'm not one of those type of people. I give it a certain amount of time, and if I find myself consumed with it, I let it go.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But go ahead into your. I'm interested to hear more about your theory and how you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, look. It's just me in general, like, and kind of how I was talking about the high value thing is just so many people that I've interacted with and been around and gave an impression to. You know what I'm saying? Um, and whether it was a good or a bad impression,
I mean,
or
energy is transferred. You know what I mean?
regardless what type of impression it was an impression, and that impression, sometimes you even build relationships with people that you don't even know have built relationships with you, and it could just be like, oh, I have a relationship with Beyonce because every time she comes into town, I go to her thing. You know what I mean? And I saw her at the mall. You know what I'm saying? I got a relationship with Allen Iverson because I met him in the mall as a kid. He don't remember shit about me. He don't even know my name.
Right,
You don't know who
right.
I
But
am.
that did something. Yeah, that did
But that's the
something to you.
relationship I built with Allen Iverson at the time I met him. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right,
relationships don't necessarily have to be mutual. It could be,
right.
the ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? They do give me extra scoops because I come here all the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like the relationship is just interactions between people, and even when your relationships are strong, it's very easily to add value to a relationship. So if I meet a girl and I'm start talking to her, or we kicking it, that relationship might be a little bit higher than my relationship with one of my coworkers, right? That I just say hi to every day.
yeah.
But there's still relationships. And I think where I'm trying to go with this whole situation is that even in the relationship, which is what you would call a relationship, a boyfriend or girlfriend, as what do you entitle things? At the end of the day, your relationship doesn't really matter by bias of like title. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
matters by how much you put into it. You know what I mean? Like our
Mm-hmm.
relationship, our friendship that we have, I put a lot more into this relationship than I do relationships with a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Right.
But just because the amount of relationship or the amount of value I put into this relationship doesn't necessarily make it, boyfriend and boyfriend. If you were trying to level it out, you know what I mean? You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
you get what you give, man.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is the cringy part of the conversation, but like you
It's
get what you
cringy as
give.
fuck. But let me finish
It's
so it
definitely
don't
cringy.
feel that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I give the same amount of effort I give to you as I would give a girlfriend, it doesn't make it on the same level. It's just a different style of relationship. But we all
Nah,
gotta,
and that's what I'm saying
yeah,
about you get what you give.
yeah,
I'm not a person that does that. I take gender out of things,
yeah,
right? And I think the reason that I personally take gender out of things is because I grew up with a lot of sisters. I grew up with a lot of women. So a
facts,
lot of men don't learn certain things about women until late or until they get put in a situation where it get physical or until they don't know how to talk to their woman or
right,
until you know what I mean certain things. I grew up understanding women because I was so close to them.
yeah,
So I remove gender from everything. I will not complain to a woman about something that I would not let her complain to me about.
Right.
For instance, we all go through bad relationships and breakups and different things, right? You gonna sit here and tell me about what this guy did and how he used you for your money and your car and all of this, and you're emotionally drained and you're physically drained and all of that. Okay, this happens to men on the regular.
Right.
And we might not even be in a deep bond or whatever with a woman. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't let women complain to me about previous relationships too much. I'll listen, you know what I mean? But I'm
Right.
not gonna let you deteriorate that man. I'm not going to let you go into tangents about it. And I'm definitely not going to let it be a repetitious thing. It is going to tell me too much about your energy,
Right.
right? If you keep repeating this information to me about somebody that I've never met before. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to how I'm moving and different things, I treat everybody the way I expect to be treated. I would not do something for someone if I knew they wouldn't do it for me. And I say that because not because I need somebody to do something for me or I wait for someone to do something for me before I decide if I want to do something for them. No, I just know. Like you. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact I could call you for $20 for fun just to see if you would give it to me. And you'd be like, bruh, here, get off my phone. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not everybody is like that. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, my high value energy, I pass it on to people even if I know that they're nothing like me, that they have no value or principle the way I do. I still gonna give you this love. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Now, if you don't want to receive it, that's on you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't be mad at somebody for actually trying to give you something, whether it's a smile, whether it's a drink, whether it's a whatever. We too caught up and we too spoiled in our material world. If we don't get what we want now, Dex, like I made a reference earlier in this about I didn't have a cell phone until I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
These little niggas out here phone boning on FaceTime. Nigga, we didn't have FaceTime to phone bone. We had to close our eyes.
We had to print out pictures and
But
shit.
we had to close our eyes when we was phone
We
boning.
had to
You
look
little
at the
spoiled
yearbook, nigga.
You feel me? Little spoiled motherfuckers.
No, I ain't looking no
It's
yearbook. I
it's
ain't had
funny
no
because
yearbook.
like I be listening to these kids and stuff, you know what I mean? But Dex, that's
Right.
what I mean, bro. Through all of this material shit, bro, I know you my brother forever.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Ain't
Easy.
about what we got. It's what
Easy.
you been through. Ain't
Yeah.
about what you got. Cause you can lose this shit within the blink of an eye.
Yep. Anybody knows
You
me.
know, look at the world today. You know, God bless everybody or whatever God you pray to or whatever spirit, you know what I mean? You know, we live in a time now where we supposed to be coming more together because you need to know who's staying where.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk about it. You want to talk about some real shit? We talk
Always,
about some
baby.
real shit.
Always, baby.
We supposed to be sticking together right now.
Hundred
This is
percent.
everything. Listen, this is everything we have ever read about. It's happening in our modern day times right now. Random acts of craziness, viruses, diseases. The next thing you know, it's gonna be the animals. You got what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, facts,
Listen, all I'm saying is this: we're
bro.
supposed to be getting an idea of who we talking to now. Our relationships and our energy means so much to us right now. Now is your time to be figuring out
Everybody's so divided,
where
bro.
you fit, where you belong. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's so divided, man. Everybody wanna be against
United
everybody,
we stand, divided we fall.
bro.
I
I'm
am
gonna tell
proud to
you,
be American. Which
reality TV, all that drama, that
Bro,
shit
you
is like,
told me you went to go see Top Gun. I'm gonna go see it this weekend, but you know that's our favorite movie. And what did I tell you about that movie the other day, bro? Like for
American.
anybody that say they don't want to see it or that like they're not a fan of it, what did I tell you the other day, bro?
They're not American,
You know you can't be American, or you don't appreciate the privilege you have of being American.
bro.
Let's say that.
Bro, I'm just gonna be real. Hold on. I'm gonna be real honest, yo. I went to the I saw that joint, the pre-screening. They gave me the posters. Look at this shit. This shit fire,
Hey, that's
right?
fine. Yeah, that's fine. I ain't gonna lie,
Yo.
you should frame that. You need to frame that.
Oh yeah, you know, you see my movie room upstairs, or the room you slept in, nigga. Like, I'm gonna put this in there. Look at that. They gave me this too.
Hey, that's gangster.
So yeah,
That's
man.
gangster.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a real fan of Top Gun. I really fuck with
Hey,
Top Gun.
listen, who's my favorite actor? This is a best friend question. Who's my favorite actor? My favorite white actor. Let me say that. Of all
My
time.
name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white.
You ain't
Tom Cruise, your favorite white actor for sure, man.
my boy. But the
Yeah,
funny thing about it is Top Gun is one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies, but it's not
yeah.
my favorite Tom Cruise movie. My favorite Tom Cruise movie is when he was young Tom Cruise. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Which one?
Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay. I fuck
Check
with
that out.
Interview with a Vampire. You know, him and Brad Pitt was on that joint. But
But
I'm a
yeah,
big
man, let's go
vampire.
back to that. Let's go back to that. We was talking about like protecting your energy and stuff like that, man. You kind of know who you're around too, man. You
Yeah,
know, I've been hearing so many people have these stories about new friends they made, and you know they then fell out about some crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
yo, like I I feel like I understand that people evolve and mature at different ages. I definitely understand that. That's why they say you can still teach your old dog new tricks,
yeah.
right? I definitely get that, but at a certain point, some things are to be expected, right?
Right.
Bathing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just regular things, right? Brush
Right.
your teeth when you get up in the morning, you know, certain things. If you're permitted to do these things, right?
Right.
Why is it that certain behavioral things are expected to get certain passes? You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the petty people of the world who nick and knack about any and everything. But for instance, if oh, what's that meme that's been going around on Instagram? You saw what I posted the other day, bro? The
Yeah.
girl who went out with all her homegirls to
Yeah.
this expensive restaurant, and the bill came back to be like $2,500, and they all was
They was tripping
going
about it.
about the bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all have money, but they're not really cool like that. Y'all been knew this, so what the fuck y'all go there in the first place for? You understand me?
Yeah. They
It
just
doesn't make no
wanted.
sense to me.
They just wanted to stunt. That's all it was.
I guarantee you, at least one of them knew something like this was gonna happen.
The
The
person who
girl that
organized
the girl that
it.
reported it is the girl that knew. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
The girl who organized it. Facts.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why do we allow ourselves to get to these places with people? Is it out of loneliness, or is it
Fact.
out of just saying that I have friends, or like, where are we with this? We can't even be honest with each other no more without it being a problem.
Yeah.
We're not looking after each other like a people. But I can meet complete strangers up in Pins or in California somewhere in Sacramento, and we talk about life stuff like we knew each other forever.
Right.
Now, ain't that sad?
Well, let me tell you something, bro.
No, answer the question first. That's
It's
sad,
sad.
bro.
It's sad, but let me tell you
That's the
something.
right emotion to describe it. It's sad.
Let me kind of divvy that up. Let me kind of divvy that up and like chop it up a little bit. So, I think at the end of the day, and this is something that I kind of like resonate with. I'm being myself and I'm projecting myself until I find my tribe. You know what I mean? And when I
But
say
you
my
gotta see
tribe,
it.
people that are similar to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And thought process, not necessarily the way I look, in thought process, energy, and just genuinity. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to be genuine as fuck. If I'm gonna be around you, you're gonna be part of my tribe. If you're gonna be in my circle, you're gonna be in my like.
You know what I'm getting?
You gotta have some genuine
When you
about
buy
you.
a
You gotta be
car, you
genuine.
test drive that car, right?
What's
No
up?
matter if it's brand. I said
Right,
when you buy a car, you test drive it, right? No matter
right,
if it's brand new or if it's used.
right.
You take it around the block so that you know a little bit about what you're getting.
A little bit.
And that's what I'm saying. As people, we're supposed to get to that. You get what I'm saying? We're supposed to.
Right, right, and you might not get with that with somebody you know for a long period of
Bro,
time,
arguments are normal.
but
Our
you will
arguments
you
are normal.
arguments are normal, but I'm saying you might not get that same frequency that you have, or maybe your
Hmm.
frequency is slightly changing as it should be. It should be just slightly changing, because every year you're supposed to be getting better as a person. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're trying to get better at, you should be getting better as a person. So your
Right.
frequency is consistently changing. So your tribe is consistently changing. So that's why people that we used to fuck with back in the day, we can't. You know what I'm saying? It's just not necessarily because, we're better than them or they're better than us. It's just our tribe changed, man. Our frequency changed just a little bit every year, and it might have grew in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the way I look at it, bro. I look at it at the end of the day, it's like, yo, consistently. Sometimes you people will move just like you because they just like you, and that's your tribe. That's your actual tribe. But you got people that hop on the tribe, bro. They need some of the resources. They need some of the guidance. They need some of the information so that when they do separate, because most
It's
people are
funny.
nomadic.
It's funny you use the terminology tribe, but I understand exactly what you're saying. And I
Yeah,
mean, for some people, they've had these tribes and stuff established for themselves already, right?
like
They already have,
before they got to figure out what their tribe is.
but they're not looking to
Yeah,
expand. A lot of people that have their tribes together aren't necessarily looking to expand them. If they stumble upon a cool person or something like that, but they're not out looking to, you know,
right.
expand. So you got those
I
people,
like
and I
that.
understand that totally, and different things like that. And me, I'm very, you know, when it comes to people that are in my network and in my everyday, I can call this person about anything. I call you sometimes for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't even got
And
no
just because I'm
conversation to
thinking out
have, bro.
loud, just because I'm thinking out loud or something like that, or anything, something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how I express myself. I hate texting, right? Like you
Right.
know me. I ain't I'm finna be texting. You know what I mean? No man, I could. That's the phone call. Hey, bro, what's up with you? What you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell anybody I'm around, yo, I gotta pick this one up. This my nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Salute.
Yeah, I gotta pick this one up, man. I'll be right back. You
You
know?
already know it's the same. It's the same way across the board. I don't care what I'm doing. You know what I mean? If if,
Yup.
if I hear my phone and see my phone, my boy called me. And I'm like this, not even for just you. You know what I mean? For anybody that I care about. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Bro, you gotta understand a tribe, even though I'm talking about tribe being alike and everybody gotta be similar, sometimes it's not always like that, yo. Most times like your tribe is like you, but a lot of the times the tribes just really support you as an individual, you know what I mean? And you support them back.
See, that's why I like having a tribe. Is because everybody got they role to fill, and everybody's supposed to know they role.
Yep.
Everything else is up to you. You know what I mean? You got to make the best of yourself, of your time, of what you're doing to still be a part of the tribe, whatever that is, your self discovery. You know what I mean?
Right.
This thing called life don't work off one or two women. I mean, one man and one woman. But
You push your P.
hey, man,
Hey yo, what's
I have a life. I
happening?
have experiences,
Hey, keep going, keep going. I ain't gonna stop you.
but I will say this: I'm not tied to one belief about anything. I do what makes sense for
Sense,
me to
yeah.
do, and I do what
What's logical?
my heart tells me to do. To be honest, a lot of people don't know how to balance the both, and I think because me and you are Libras, and our sign is a scale, we the only sign that don't have a heartbeat. So we think about things entirely different from the rest of them. And don't you let nobody tell you we some smart. The Libras are very smart. A lot of people frown their faces up when you tell them you're a Libra because they know
They know I
it's
ain't gonna be
however
able to
you
get
want
away
it.
with a lot of shit.
And look, it's however you want it, however you want to do this. I can keep a gangster. I can keep a culture. How you want to go by it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that, but it's fun for us. We love it, and a lot of people don't have the vernacular or the mental skills to play with us, to spar with us, as I say. You know what I
Bruh.
mean?
We different creatures out and about, baby.
All I'm saying is this, man. I done had
I'm
a
just
couple.
saying.
I done had a couple of experiences. You know what I mean? But I do know we can't do life alone, man. Look at what we living in right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, you want to make sure that you know who your neighbors are.
Yeah.
You know, people move so much. I just move, right?
Yeah.
But one thing about me, is everywhere I've lived, I have a somewhat long track record there. I don't just bounce around like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or bounce place to place. You got to know who your neighbors are. You know what I mean? Most
Yeah.
of the places that I done live, in the first, me, first day or two, you're gonna know I'm here because I'm gonna introduce myself.
Facts.
I'm not just gonna go in the house and be like, oh, I'm a mom. No, I want to know who my neighbors are.
Right.
And in this day and age, I need to know if I have a racist neighbor. I need to know if I have a neighbor that has a mother who has Alzheimer's and tends to get out the house sometimes, so I don't shoot her as she's grabbing her door handle. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta know these things about your neighborhood, about your friends. You
Man,
gotta know
I
what
hope
people
you ain't
gonna
shooting
do.
grandmas, but
Man, listen, you gotta know what people gonna do. Dex, I gotta know if you gonna tell on me. Cause I'm the one that's gonna get it cracking. Boy, it's gonna have something to do with me. And my name gonna be in it somewhere. And I just got that kind of luck, right? But I gotta know. My boy Dex gonna tell me, is he gonna sell me out? Do he know what to do? Cause I can't talk to him right now. But do he know what to do? You know what I mean? You gotta know who the fuck you standing next to. You
and,
gotta
and
know who
not
you going to war with.
and
You
not
gotta
only
know who
that,
you're doing life with.
and not only that, if you gonna tell, you be like, bro, you better not do that shit, cause I'm gonna tell, nigga. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta know. And I
Hey,
and
don't
I'm
do
and
that
I
shit. I'm gonna
still kick
tell
it,
on you,
bro.
nigga.
I kick it with everybody. Listen, gay, lesbian, straight, I don't care about that. Black, blue, purple, fat, skinny, I don't give a fuck about that. Be cool, be yourself. Be yourself. Because people that don't even know you will be able to tell when it's not real. And not all of them is gonna give you the courtesy of telling you because they don't know how you're gonna take it from somebody you don't know.
Facts. I mean, you could be straight up in somebody's
And that's the
face all
beautiful thing
day
about
with
us, bro.
spinach
We
in
give
your
it up
teeth.
how we give it up.
You can have spinach in your teeth. They ain't gonna say
Bro,
nothing, man.
you just told me a funny story the other day about you went out with your people and you came back upstairs late and it was this girl's birthday and you said like, "Oh, it's your birthday, happy birthday." And she pursued to give you her fucking cash out.
Yep.
She didn't know you. I'm one of them. I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You out here begging.
Yeah, that's
You out
exactly
here
what I told
begging.
her. Yo, it was almost got in a fight out
You
there.
didn't even ask me my
Yeah.
name. You didn't ask me how my day was, but you gonna give me your cash app, and I said happy birthday
Bro,
to
I
you.
was just trying to be nice and say happy birthday.
Yeah,
And she
not
gave
me.
me a cash app.
I'm gonna give you a little pep talk, play girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro, you begging. Let's not
Begging.
normalize giving your cash app on your birthday. You just begging.
Yeah, yeah. That might be better than Melissa Love shoes. Remember them Melissa Loves? The girls used to wear
Oh yeah, with the
them,
joints
them,
that be
them.
foaming up, that be steaming up because they hot feet.
Damn.
I didn't even know they was called Melissa Loves. I just knew they had that big ass
Yeah.
M on the side.
I told you I grew up around girls, dog. Them Melissa Love shoes smell like bags of Fritos.
Bro, bags of Frito, whole
Bags
bags,
of them.
not even half bag, whole bags.
They weren't putting no potpourri, no Dr. Scholl's, and nothing in them.
Nah, nigga, no baby powder, nothing. Nigga, this is they yellowing up.
Man, that's hella funny.
That's like them
I
Air
remember
Force
the dudes
Ones,
used
bro.
to
Them
wear them
see through
see-through shit.
shit.
They used to do it. Remember the dudes used to wear the see-through Air Force Ones?
That's exactly what I
Like,
just said. That yeah,
like,
my
bro.
boy. Hey Dame Stacks. This nigga's a rapper. That's my homie, yo. He used to wear them shits, man. And them shits be
That's
steamy to the
that's wild. That's
motherfucker.
out of pocket. Niggas was walking around with their toes out in tennis shoes.
Right, man. Old crusty ass socks in them shits, man. You gotta get brand
Right.
new
Like,
joints
why
for them.
why buy a shoe that was made to be see-through to wear socks with?
I mean, yo, if you got your nails
Crazy.
painted and you want to wear a pair of see-through Air Force Ones, by all means.
Crazy. I'm just crazy. We did all type of stuff back then, bro. Not me. I never owned a pair of those though.
Nah, man, but I had no bread back then either, so.